Obviously, they'd like to get this series over if they are going to advance. It gives them guys more time to rest and be prepared for a possible showdown between Detroit or Atlanta. They're a team that does not go to their bench very often, Skip, and their players need a lot of rest.
Paul Pressey wins the draw. They go to Sigma early, 2-0. Sigma draws first blood. Dennis Johnson up the floor. Kevin McHale against Sigma, jumps in, offensive foul.
Nice play there by Jack Sigma. He stood his ground, did not go for a pump fake by Kevin McHale. You must stay down on him. He'll get you up and lean underneath you. Make him shoot the fadeaway jumper or jump hook.
Danny Ainge plays Lucas. Sigma up top against Robert Parrish. Bird has Sidney Moncrief. McHale against Terry Cummings. Cummings, good move to the baseline, gets the shot up, but no good. Dennis Johnson the rebound. This is Danny Ainge. 11:15 remaining, first quarter.
Well, Kevin McHale has those long arms. You try to pump fake him, he really distorts your shot.
Okay. Centipede. Parrish can't buy it. Look at Danny Ainge, knocked away from him, out of bounds. Belongs to Boston. Sidney Moncrief, lucky he didn't get hit with a foul there.
Skip, Milwaukee's got to play the kind of game tonight that you diagram on the board. They must rebound the basketball, they must take care of it, not turn it over, and must shoot a very good percentage. Three factors that weigh heavily whether they can win or not tonight in the Boston Garden.
Ainge up top. Parrish wheels by Cummings.
That's his move on the baseline. When you crowd him, he really likes to spin off of you.
Lucas in a mess finds Sigma, beats Bird and drills it.
Great penetration there by John Lucas. He sucked the whole defense back into the paint with him and then kicked out. Jack Sigma does a nice job trailing the play. Seems like Boston's always had a great center do that. I know Dave Cowens did that for so many years. Really trailed the play nicely, Skip, and was able to bang that little 15, 18-foot jumper in.
Dennis Johnson went to the hole, left it for Bird. He's fouled, he'll shoot two. Pressey picks up his and the team's first. Paul Pressey.
Well, Larry Bird, a nice move. I think also he got a thigh. He got a knee to a thigh here. Let's look as he lays the ball in. Watch his leg if he gets a knee after he shoots the shot. He came down. We can't really see it there, but you saw the look on his face. And I think he got banged in the thigh on that shot.
Bird is averaging in this playoff series 33. Has his first point. He's lost some weight, boy.
Oh, he has. He's lost about 15 pounds. But, you know, they always talk about the cream rising to the top. The two leading scorers in the playoff this year are Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, two great players, and I think people would say probably as good as any players in the league at this time.
Lucas up top. Paul Pressey from 21. Shot at 20. McHale the rebound. Dennis Johnson. 10:05 left. Boston seeks its first lead of the proceedings. They will not get it that way. Milwaukee gets it back. 4-4 with 10 minutes. First quarter.
This is Lucas at his best.
With the penetration, drew the foul. From the expression, I think it's going to be on Parrish. Yes. His first team foul.
Skip, you've got to jam John Lucas up a little higher on the floor. When you backpedal with him, he's so clever with the ball that he'll take it around you. You almost have to get up and put pressure on him, force him to spin and turn a little bit, because once he gets a full head of steam, he's very crafty and he can go both to his left and his right and finish the shot.
It is possible that this is his last NBA game, not because of any further trouble. Pressey steals the Ainge pass, an easy layup. But talking to John before the game, he's seriously thinking about hanging it up to devote himself to his other business enterprise. Parrish walks. And the Celtics are not exactly off and running here. Four Boston turnovers. Milwaukee has none. Sidney Moncrief. Score it and a foul.
What we see right now, Milwaukee's doing one thing, and that's attacking the basket every time down the floor. Sidney Moncrief, a very quick move here. He's going to take it by Larry Bird. And Kevin McHale, that's his second foul. So foul problems could be a factor here in the ballgame as McHale picks up two quick ones and Robert Parrish has one. So they cannot lose their front line.
The crowd, which is spoiled rotten here in Boston, shows its unhappiness. Parrish the rebound. That's stripped away. Moncrief leads a 3-on-1. Sikma. No travel. Sikma has 6 and an early timeout by Boston. And so far, Milwaukee is playing like a team that has everything to gain and absolutely nothing to lose. We'll be back right after this. Back here, some interesting statistics there, and Mr. Collins knows a little bit about a couple of those.
Well, I was involved with the 81 Celtics 76ers when they came back 3-1. Interesting story about that, Skip. They come back and beat us 4-3. The next year, we're up 3-1 again, and they push it to 3-3. They have the home court. We come here for Game 7. We come out to warm up. White sheets are on the bench there. They've got the ghosts of Celtic past hovering over our bench. And probably one of the finest games a 76er team has played, and maybe the most important game in their franchise. Went on to beat Boston by 14 in that game and went on to the finals against Los Angeles. But that was a weird day that day in Boston Garden, seeing those people hover over your bench.
So far, the ghosts of Celtics past have not been prevalent tonight either. Milwaukee has come out and kicked their round ball so far in this game. 13-4 is the score as Boston attacks. Parrish against the smaller Cummings, backs in and jumps. The tip won't go. Dennis Johnson can't get it. Parrish does.
Those are the tough plays right there. Good defense, couldn't get the job done on the boards.
Moncrief with a quick answer at the other end. He has 5.
Sidney looks like his knees are feeling better. Much more active than he was early in the season.
Bird crashes into McHale, but makes the shot anyway. 15-8. There goes Moncrief past Bird. That one won't go. McHale the rebound. Boston has that way of sneaking back into a game so quietly you don't really know that they're doing it.
Well, both teams will flurry, and you look up, and Boston will have scored 10 and Milwaukee 4, and it'll be a tie game.
Parrish. Moncrief the rebound. Good outlet to Lucas. They don't stop him off the ball. The tip is no good. And the track meet continues in the other direction. Ainge drew the foul as he missed. Good job.
Danny Ainge that time actually had about a 1-on-2 break. The numbers were against him, but he realized that Jack Sikma was back. He goes around Moncrief here with a nice crossover dribble. Sikma's back. He takes it by him, used his body very nicely, tries to kiss it off the glass, but it will not fall. And Danny Ainge, who's a great free throw shooter, misses the first one.
As you see, the first foul on Sikma. 15-9 is our score. Ainge has his first point. McHale and Dennis Johnson yet to score, along with Terry Cummings. Sikma breaks away, left hands it up and in.
Oh, that was a great look by Pressey. They ran a little screen down, and there was a switch. He lobbed it right over the top of the Sikma. 8 points for Jack Sikma.
Randy Brewer about to check into the game. The 5th Boston turnover. Milwaukee has none. Again, they don't stop Lucas with the ball. That gets Moncrief the open jump. He missed it. Parrish the rebound. Here comes Ainge. 3-on-2. Larry Bird.
He really knows how to run the floor. He got ahead of the play, saw that there was nothing happening, actually stopped and sort of spotted up where Danny Ainge could find him. That's just knowing how to play basketball.
17-11 Milwaukee. Lucas changed his mind, made a good pass to Cummings. Cummings gets the hoop after a Parrish block. First points for Cummings. Dennis Johnson in a hurry. And a foul against Milwaukee away from the ball.
Milwaukee foul is on number 43, Jack Sikma.
2 on Sikma. So McHale and Sikma have 2 each. Moncrief is decked. Parrish against Randy Brewer. With the left hand, no. Rebound deflects to John Lucas.
That's the kind of shot you want Robert Parrish to take. He's not comfortable shooting that left-handed hook.
Pressey, the open jump. Yes, boy, they are playing.
Paul Pressey's first game in here was one he wanted to forget, 0 for 12, but he's bounced back pretty well from that game, shooting the ball a little more comfortably now on the perimeter.
In this series, 31% is all for Paul. Dennis Johnson lets Lucas zip on by and then drills it.
You see Milwaukee really trying to scramble out on the perimeter, double teaming, forcing Boston out of their set plays. DJ that time had so much time to shoot the ball.
Moncrief, yes. He has 7. Milwaukee can't play any better than they're playing right now, and they lead by 10, 23-13. Ricky Pierce is about to check into the game. Milwaukee 10 out of 17 from the field. Ainge in some trouble. Good pass to Bird, to Ainge, yes. He's a magician.
I would have loved to have played with him for 1 year.
Moncrief all alone, not this time. Brewer pushed up.
It's like anybody that moves without the basketball has got to love to play with Larry Bird because he'll find you and he'll make the pass.
And when the superstar does that, it's a little tough to not do it if you're a less talented player.
You bet. I mean, you start making sure you find that open guy. It's really contagious.
McHale heads to the hole. Still is pointless. Parrish. Parrish has 6, 23-17 Milwaukee.
Looks like Sidney Moncrief was shaken up a little bit on the play too. He's wincing out on the floor.
Ricky Pierce checks in. Can't deliver. Bird checked by Moncrief. Goes behind the back. On the move. No. Rebound. Look at Parrish battle. It's knocked loose from him. Jump off.
Boy, Robert Parrish is really playing well off the offensive board here early. He has 2 buckets I know of for sure off the glass. Larry Bird with a runner. It does not go, and tough scramble for the boards. Robert Parrish comes over. There's a wild scramble. A jump ball will be between he and Randy Brewer. Parrish already has 6 rebounds, and I know 2 of them have been for offensive scores and putbacks.
Craig Hodges into the game for Milwaukee. They'll substitute a lot more than will the Celtics. And Hodges steals the tip. He's got Pierce with him, takes it himself. Gets it back. Hodges. His first points, and it's 25-17 with 4:05 left first quarter.
Milwaukee's already got 3 reserves in the game. They're going to the bench early. Boston still with their same starting 5.
McHale can't get it going. Yes, he can. His first points. Hodges beats everybody back. Pierce is the trailer, and he missed it. There's McHale. Ainge from Bird. Drew the foul as he missed.
I think that's 3 on Sikma. They've called that on Jack Sikma. That's his 3rd, and that will be really costly. Now they're going to have to go back to the bench. Danny Ainge really has this move down. He's coming out on the baseline. He sort of gives you a head and shoulders fake. Right there, a change of pace dribble. Goes around Pressey. And we see the foul right there on the wrist against Danny Ainge. So that's one of those little touch fouls you'd like to have back.
Sikma angry primarily, I would guess, at himself.
Especially he's off to such a good start offensively. He had 8 quick points, 4 field goals.
And you never know if that magic will come back.
Once you get it started, you hate to ever sit down. That's why you always milk the hot hand as a coach. And then once a guy tires or gets cool, then you can go somewhere else. But now Jack Sikma's going to have to sit and watch for a while.
I don't know about you, but I think Brewer misses, shoots 2. See who got him. Either Kite or Dennis Johnson. It's Kite. But I think that if you shot the public addresses announcer here, there's no jury in the world would convict you. Boy, it is loud. Maybe it's just our audio, but it's tough to hear. Brewer
This is a man
shoots
that-
two.
Excuse me, Skip. He needs to play well. Don Nelson a little upset at him from the game the other day on Sunday where he allowed the long pass at the end of half to go to McHale and score. And those are little things. You look at a one-point ball game and you can point to so many different things, but Randy Brewer has been a big part of this Milwaukee team, and he needs to come through with a big game tonight, especially now with Sickman foul trouble.
27-21 Milwaukee. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. McHale beat Brewer.
Forget about the layup. What a great pass. Being fronted by a 7-4, and he makes a perfect pass, Larry Bird.
Pressey got away with a turnover, and it pays off for Craig Hodges, his second basket.
Boy, he can really shoot the ball. You let him get it going, and he'll fill it up in a hurry.
He's had a tough time this year. When John Lucas was at it, his playing time was really cut. Dennis got it back. That worked out nicely for him.
Look what I found.
29-25 with 2:45. Pressey, yes.
I tell you, Skip, if we kept track right now of the shot clock, Milwaukee's getting their shot off between 7 and 8 seconds every time down the floor. They're using no clock. They are coming down and firing quickly in the open floor.
Bird to the hole, left hand. He has 8. Here comes Pressey, who's been tough. Cummings, good move and a foul. Terry Cummings, normally a finesse player, drove fearlessly to the hoop that time. Milwaukee calls a timeout here. They will be at the foul line when play resumes, and we got a dogfight going. 2:18 left in a wild, high-scoring first quarter. Milwaukee will try to build a 7-point lead. NBA's Families Anti-Drug Campaign by wearing a Don't Foul Out pin. Send $1 in a self-addressed stamped envelope to Don't Foul Out. Post Office Box 5418, New York, New York 10185. Play about to resume here, and the Bucks will be at the line with a chance to take a 7-point lead, but they have Jack Sikma on the bench with 3 fouls. Kevin McHale has 2 for Boston.
Boston is making their first sub now. Greg Kite is in the ball game, replacing Robert Parrish. So with no Bill Walton, they'll go with Greg Kite.
Cummings now has his 5th point. As we go along here this evening, we'll be keeping you up to date on the Detroit at Atlanta game 5 with the Pistons on top 3 games to 1. Cummings, good defense, almost a steal by Ricky Pierce. For McHale, he didn't expect it. Kite gets it, it's blocked out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock as Boston inbounds on the end line.
Watch Larry Bird on this out-of-bounds play. First of all, he holds his hands up so he knows how much time is on the clock. He's telling. Now watch the kind of shot he gets his team here. Wide open jump shot. Unbelievable. The guy is an unbelievable passer.
And he does it virtually every time. Down under, and Pierce gets the hoop.
They scored that time in 6 seconds. Bucks have made their last 5 shots. They've had 12 opportunities on the break and have 16 points.
Dennis Johnson threw up a prayer, got no answer, but he'll go to the line. Ricky Pierce, the foul. His first. Jerry Seastink checks into the game. No, he doesn't. I guess he's going to replace Dennis. Five of 7 at the line are the Celtics. 5 of 5 are the Bucks. Dennis Johnson with 5. A minute 32 left.
See if they try to go into the post with Ricky Pierce. He likes to go down low, even against a big guard like Dennis Johnson. They love to get him the ball in the post.
Pierce, good move, but it won't go. Greg Kite the rebound. Jerry Seasting up the floor. Bird against Pressey. There's 2 outstanding plays. Great pick by Kite. Bad pass. And an easy layup for Hodges.
Well, Craig Hodges read that very nicely. Larry Bird upset, thought he was hit on the arm. No call, and the pass was picked off. You don't see that happen very often. Larry Bird usually very crisp with his passing.
Milwaukee by 8. Foul on Cummings. His first. And Dennis Johnson wanders back to the foul line.
Oh, Nelly not real happy about that. Terry Cummings fouling Dennis Johnson that far out on the floor. And if they're in the penalty, so he will shoot 2 free throws. Now, be aware now, Don Nelson likes to shoot 3-pointers at this stage of the game. With 49 seconds to go, he'll come down and look for Hodges, maybe to shoot a 3-pointer, and they'll try to trade 2 shots for 1.
Dennis seeks his 7th point. And has it. Cummings walks it up the floor. This is the slowest attack Milwaukee's had all night. 38-32. You see the time remaining in the quarter. Cummings just lets her rip. No fight. Dennis Johnson winds up with a rebound. Casey Jones with play instruction. 15 on the shot clock now.
Going to go to McHale in the low post against Randy Brewer.
He made the great move but missed the shot. Pierce up the floor.
Should make sure they get the last one here, Skip. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. They got to make sure they get the last shot.
Cummings in 2-point country. Line drive won't go. And the quarter is history. At the end of 1, Milwaukee has played their hearts out, and as good as they played, they lead by just 6. It's 38-32, and we'll be back at the Boston Garden.
6 for Milwaukee, but Boston turned it over 7 times. That led to 11 points. That's the reason they were able to get out and run as quickly as they did off turnovers.
Pierce gambled on a steal, fouled Fred Roberts, who got an inadvertent finger in his eye. Roberts just checked into the game. It took him 2 seconds to get whacked like that. Pierce's 2nd foul.
Watch Bird on this inline out of bounds play. He's going to pop out of this stack somehow, and he'll end up with a shot. Right there he is. I've seen that too much.
And unusually enough, he missed it. Roberts is on the deck, and a whistle. What do we got here?
Bird takes the jumper. It's a little short. Roberts going for the rebound, coming over the back of Ricky Pierce and going down on the floor. Looked like he hit his elbow.
Be that as it may, Bird gets the foul, and Craig Hodges brings it up the floor. Cummings hangs in the air but misses. Rebound. Good job, Brewer. He missed. Rebound, Jerry Seaston.
Bird wants the ball on the post. He's got a mismatch with Moncrief on him.
Oh, Barrett way off with that shot. Pierce against Ainge one-on-one. Bird tries to help. They make him pull up and shoot the jumper, and he makes it.
Well, great strength there by Ricky Pierce. Danny Ainge actually got a piece of that ball as he tried to take it up. He still muscled it in the basket.
An 8-point Milwaukee lead. Roberts shoots his jumper with indifferent results, and the rebound by Ricky Pierce.
I think Milwaukee will give Roberts that shot all night long. They just do not want to let him make those slashing drives to the basket.
Pierce. Rebound Seaston. Cummings is on the deck. Great pass, Parrish.
Robert Parrish, the quiet man. Always right spot at the right time. And Danny Ainge said it best. He says he's like their Lou Gehrig. He says he seems to be always there. Always shows up to play. Always plays well.
Moncrief posts up Ainge. Off balance jumper and a foul. Roberts the foul.
Milwaukee has such a versatile team. They can play 5 guards, 4 guards, and a forward. They'll throw 3 big guys at you. But the one thing they do very well is they find your weaknesses. Whoever on the floor they feel they can attack, they will get to that person, and they will make you play defense. I think with the group they have on the floor right now, they'll try to post Jerry Seasting or they'll try to attack Fred Roberts. Those will be the 2 guys they'll try to go at.
It's a 9-point Milwaukee lead. Roberts finds Bird over John Lucas. Bird has 10 points, but the Celtics are down by 7. If they ever led, it was very early and by only a point or 2, and I don't really recall that they did.
See if they try to get the ball to Cummings against Fred Roberts.
They got a mismatch now. Moncrief on Parrish for Brewer, and a foul. Score the goal. And they took advantage of the mismatch.
What Boston does is any pick and roll, they switch automatically. So what happens is we see Moncrief being played by Parrish, the bigger man being played by a smaller player. He rolls to the basket, gets the pass, and scores. Don Nelson has said that when they switch out, they want them immediately for the big guy to go inside. If they can't get it to him, to clear and let the smaller guard try to attack the bigger man in the open floor, force them to rotate defensively, and they've done that very well.
Brewers missed the first at the line by Milwaukee, but the Bucks lead by 9 points. McHale and Ainge have returned as Bird drew the foul.
Going to call illegal defense here.
Jake O'Donnell overrules the foul, said the illegal defense came first.
Larry Bird is such a good player. He's a great player going to his left. He loves to come at your left. You see Milwaukee's tried to force him on that baseline to his right early here in the game, but he's so good he'll get to his left anyway. See, he goes to that left. He likes to dribble with that left hand.
Parrish, another rebound and a foul on McKeskey, who just checked in. That's the first on McKeskey. Parrish threw up a brick. He has 8 points, 8 rebounds in the game.
Thought you'd probably, through your work with the Atlanta Braves, call that a split-fingered fastball or something.
Sort of dipped.
Sort of dipped off to the right.
Boy, that's not normal. He was a 94% free thrower in this series till that 2 attempts there. Sidney Moncrief up the floor. 8:45 left in the half. Boston has not had one of its runs yet.
They'll clear now and let Cummings go against the smaller Ainge. This is the mismatch.
And the foul is on Ainge. His second.
See, Boston is so good, team defense-wise, Skip, that they can afford to switch out small on big, because what they do is they drive you to shot blockers. He goes, okay, I'm going to crowd you. Now I'm going to force you to run into Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. So if you beat me, you're going to my 2 shot blockers. So that's why they have the ability, even with a bigger man, they'll switch out. And if a guard takes it by him, he's running into another shot blocker. Very few teams in the league have that kind of flexibility.
By the way, it was tough to find the foul there. Here comes Jack Sikma into the game with 3 fouls. No, he won't.
Well, Nelly rolling dice here a little bit. Last time we were in here, he took a chance with Paul Pressey with 3 fouls. He picked up his 4th foul quickly, so he's coming back with Jack Sikma. I guess he figures down 3-1 that there's no tomorrow. He might as well go for it right now.
47-36. Detroit's lead shaved to a single basket in Atlanta. McHale. He's on the deck, no foul. He's got 6. Moncrief to Pierce. Traveling is called. Had it not been, Bird was there to take the charge. It's the other thing about Bird, Doug. He's a tough cookie.
Well, he's a great team defender. Look at him fake and get in position for Ricky Pierce to take the charge. He actually was the only one back there to stop that break. 2 men were retreating, but they were behind the play.
That's Milwaukee's first turnover of this night. McHale beat McKeskey and has 8.
They got to be really careful right now. Mokeski's given up a couple easy shots, and they're going for steals. You're better off just to square the guy up and make him shoot over you rather than give the guy the high percentage dunk.
Ricky Pierce.
See him go to 2 shot blockers and have his shot change.
Jake O'Donnell says no basket. A loose ball foul against Milwaukee.
Going on Mokeski. That last sequence of plays, Skip, was a perfect example of Boston team defense. Ricky Pierce took the man on a drive, had him beat, but when he got inside, Robert Parrish and McHale were there to make him change his shot.
7:40 left in a high-scoring first half. Paul Pressey about to get back into this thing. Parrish from 12. Yes. He has 10. It's a 5-point game. Milwaukee has the lead and the ball. McKeskey the pick. Gets the ball and the open jump. Nowhere near. Moncrief the rebound. Yes.
Boy, I love to watch Sidney Moncrief play. He is a special, special player.
Danny Ainge, 2-point country.
There's where Kevin McHale's improved. He used to not make that pass. He'll find the guy now and throw it out on the double team.
Moncrief again. Yes. He's playing like he used to play. 14 points. The knees must be better.
Early in the year, I didn't think he'd play again. He was really hobbled, and he's come on strong. You got to give him a lot of credit. I'm sure he's done hours and hours of work on the rehab machines.
Bird, yes. The teams exchange baskets. Lucas makes the penetration. Missed the shot. The Boston Celtics can move to within 3. And they do. Timeout, Milwaukee. Listen to this crowd. .620 left, first half. Milwaukee 51. Boston, though, 48. The Bucks go to the attack down, or rather up by 3. Boston has made their last 6 shots. Illegal defense against the Celtics. I hate that rule.
I do too. And then, you know, as a coach, you try to figure out where you can put guys in the spacing on the floor. And as an official, it's so hard to watch. You've got 2.9, but let's take to see when a guy's in isolation that you have to run over and guard him.
Oh, Moncrief all alone. Pressey found the open man.
Well, Larry Bird went over to double team. Nobody rotated back down to help him out. And a great pass.
Moncrief is offensively keeping Milwaukee in front. He has 16, 9 in the quarter.
Trying to make him use a little clock, show a little fake trap.
That's 7 in a row for Boston. McHale has 12. Pressey, Brewer sets a pick.
They have a mismatch now. They want to clear it out. Pressey to go against
Sigma against Dennis Johnson.
Yep.
Fouls on Dennis Johnson.
Skip, not everybody has the patience to find the mismatches like Milwaukee. Pressey had a mismatch. He's got a big on small, but he finds out Sigma's in the post against Dennis Johnson, so he makes the nice pass and gets him the ball. Being played by whom, and that's what makes good teams.
Boy, this is a wild.
We're on par to have about a 145-point ball game here if they keep scoring like this.
Sigma from the foul line in this playoff series, 19 out of 19. Cummings in, Brewer up.
Boston's averaging 124 points a game in this series. Milwaukee at 121.
20 out of 20 in the series for Sigma. He has 10. 55-50. Milwaukee by 5 again. They've led by as many as 13. Boston has had a brilliant second quarter, but they've been unable to really appreciably close the gap. Bird will shoot 2. Pressey, I believe, got it.
Larry Bird is the master of deception. I swear the guy'd be a great magician because he makes you see things that you don't see out on the floor. And that time, a great pump fake, got the man in the air, leaned in and drew the foul. And this guy would make a great magician.
That's 13 for Bird. He's 3 of 3 at the foul line. We are yet to have a 3-point hoop in this game, by the way. but there's time enough for that. 55-52. John Lucas on the attack. Atlanta has a 1-point lead. Anybody's game in the Omni. Anybody's game in the Boston Garden right now. Moncrief breaks away and another layup.
They're really doing a good job in their half-court offense. They're snaking Moncrief and the players off a little double stack down low and a nice little curl rubbing him off, and he's gotten some wide open layups here early in the game.
McHale from Bird. Boy, it's amazing. And a foul. I don't know if the Celtics have missed this quarter. I know they have, but it doesn't seem like it.
Well, they were shooting about 8 for 12, so I think they're about 10 for 14 in this period right now, or 10, maybe 10 for 15, but great pass again. You know, so much is getting position in the low post, but you got to have a guy that can deliver you the ball, and Bird is great.
8 straight for the Celtics. Coming, offensive foul.
Boy, Terry Cummings was really upset. He attacked the basket that time, got Robert Parrish in the air, and Paul Mihalik ruled that he forced the contact on the shot.
And while they argue, Bird shoots 2 at the other end. That's 3 on Pressey. So the foul's swinging Boston's way. And Bird can bring his team to within a point. 15 for Bird. McHale, after an awful start, has 14.
And you can thank Larry Bird because he's got him about 4 layups.
He gets him going.
You bet.
Out of French Lick, Indiana. It's a 1-point game. Lucas, a good job to draw the foul on Ainge.
The old veteran move there. John Lucas, realizing Danny Ainge chasing him down from behind, just sort of veered over in front of him. It's the penalty situation, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And 3 on Ainge. That'll bring Jerry Seastig in. Second miss of the night for the Bucks.
Well, deep foul trouble would favor Milwaukee because they have a deeper bench right now, and they can live through the fouls a little bit more.
That shot does not count for some reason.
Terry Cummings had not gotten off the floor yet. They had substituted for him, so he had not gotten off the floor. So John Lucas has to make the second one to reshoot the shot that Jake O'Donnell said did not count.
And now Boston can tie the game. We have 4:20 left in the first half. McHale. Randy Brewer, the foul. That's his second. McKeskey, Brewer, Pierce have 2. Cummings, Pressey, and Sigma have 3. McHale has his second rollout. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Doug and I will be selecting the Miller Lite player of the game. McHale again. Bird has 16. Parrish 10, Ainge 9, Dennis Johnson 7.
See if they run that snake play for Moncrief again, coming off a screen here, doubling across the lane, trying to curl into the lane area. Step back that time, and here he comes.
Oh, you got it. The old snakearoo. 20 for Moncrief. He leads all score. Again, Milwaukee by 3. You got to give them a lot of credit. They are playing their hearts out. Moncrief knocked it loose, almost stole it. Bird. That's 9 straight baskets for Boston. He has 18, 10 in the quarter. On a pass-off.
Boy, John Lucas is really putting pressure on the Boston defense in transition. He's just blowing it right down their throats, catching them retreating, driving the ball in the lane, getting guys in the air, and then dishing off. I tell you, the last 14 shots by both teams have been made. 5 by Milwaukee and 9 by Boston.
Amazing.
This is supposed to be playoff pressure, Skip. These guys are not supposed to be shooting this well.
Well, in the first quarter, we said, as well as Milwaukee was playing, they walked off only up by 6. Second quarter, the reverse is true. Illegal. This time they'll shoot it.
Be on John Lucas.
Boston can't play any better than this, and yet they still trail. Bird will shoot the tee. From now on, both teams will shoot the technical. Lucas has been unable to get it going offensively. He has 4 points.
The one thing you got to be careful about in a game like this with Boston is they are very good at for 3 or 4 minutes shutting you down and taking you out of what you want to do, and that's normally what turns the tide of the ball game. We've got to look for a stretch of time to Skip. Maybe that's going to happen by one of the teams, not necessarily Boston, but also by Milwaukee. Somebody's going to have to make a defensive stand here.
Boston can take the lead. Bird for 3. No. So the Bucks can go up by 3 if they can run their offense. Moncrief against Bird with play instruction. Sigma faces up against Parrish. Partially blocked. Rebound, McHale. Here comes Bird. He finds Dennis Johnson. Boston leads for the first time. 62-61. 2:20 left in the half. That won't come. We have something called.
I think it was a foul on Dennis Johnson off the ball.
It'll be his second, and a timeout is called here with 2:17 remaining in the half. The Bucks will be at the foul line when play resumes. Right now, Boston 62, Milwaukee 61. Scores, highlights, and news from around the NBA and the world of sports. Tonight's special feature, a look back at playoff moments in the NBA. Charlie will be joined by John McLeod.
You know, Skip, take this time to congratulate Matty Gukas on his new 2-year contract with the 76ers. He's done a terrific job with that team, and it's good to see him get signed up for another 2 years. Matty, a good friend. I'm really happy for him.
I'm surprised there was any consideration of anything else.
He's done a great job, and he's a very good coach.
Pierce, one of the 2. Atlanta, after a slow start, has built an 8-point lead against Detroit. We'll be cutting in to that game with highlights during the second half and live action as well. McHale, Seasting. Tied at 62, but not anymore. Parrish from Seasting.
Milwaukee made an adjustment on that defensively. They went and doubled Kevin McHale. They've been playing him straight up. They've not doubled him. That time they doubled him, kicked it out to Seasting. Penetration for a Parrish dunk.
Pierce wants to post up against Bird, has to go to the wing to get the ball. There's his move. No whistle. Parrish out of there with it.
That was a good no call. Ricky Pierce forced that contact.
Seasting's jumper, no. McKeskey the rebound. 1:22 left. Boston by 2. We near halftime. He stepped on the line. Good job by Seasting. 4th turnover by Milwaukee.
Milwaukee has played so well this half. They do not want to self-destruct in the last 3 minutes. We talked about team defense with the last couple times down. Boston has done a nice job, and this is an important stretch of the game now for Milwaukee to stay alive.
You wonder if Don Nelson will ever coach a Milwaukee team again. Parrish dribbles out of danger. Oops.
Double dribbled out of danger.
And made the basket. Boston by 4, their biggest lead. Lucas and Seasting battle one another up the floor.
They got to get a good shot this time down the floor. The last 2 times they've turned it over without a shot. Boston has taken advantage of it, built a 4-point lead. They must get a good shot.
Lucas forced it, missed it, and shoots 2. It's on Seasting.
John Lucas is so old. I played against him. That tells you how long he's been in the league.
He can still do it.
He always kids me. We had a controversial play in the playoffs against Houston in 1977. We went to the finals. We were up 2, with 4 seconds to go in Houston, up 3-2 in the series. And I took a charge on him, and we won the series 4-2, so he never lets me live that down. He told me I was never quick enough to take a charge from him.
That's the only charge you took in your career?
That's right.
66-64 Boston. I know you really appreciated that. My pleasure. Dennis Johnson on the way.
What are friends for?
Yeah, that's right. Anything I can do to help. Seasting all alone, but no phone call. Seasting knocked it loose, but McKeskey out of there with it. And now the Bucks can play for the final shot, and if they get it, they'll walk out of here with a tie at halftime.
Be aware of Hodges looking for a 3. He really likes to shoot that 3-pointer.
So Dennis Johnson takes him. 4 on the shot clock. McKeskey blocked by Parrish. They call a foul. Jake O'Donnell with the call. It'll be on Parrish. It's his second. McKeskey can tie it at the foul line.
Great
2
Hodges
seconds
got
left.
nice penetration, Skip, excuse me, and he dishes it off to McKeskey, who goes up, and Robert Parrish recovered in time to block that shot, although he did get him with the body. The activity of the Boston big people inside, they can go help out and get back and patrol that basket.
McKeskey can move his team to within 1. He seeks his first point.
This basket should look like a wash tub to him after shooting 2 free throws with 4 seconds to go the other day to win it. This is nothing. Or to tie it, excuse me, and to send it into OT.
2 seconds left in the half. It's a 1-point game. Bird, Parrish. Bird from 94.5 feet. And he didn't miss by all that much. Well, I'll tell you what. If you were expecting a blowout by the Celtics, it's been anything but. Charlie Neal standing by. He'll be with you, and we'll host you through the halftime show. And then we'll be back here where we've got a good one at halftime. Boston leads Milwaukee, but only by 1, 66-65. A look at the first half stats. Incidentally, the official score has Larry Bird for 21 and Robert Parrish for 12. I would disagree with that, but it's really not germane.
Well, you look at the scoring and you see Boston's front line, 15 for McHale, 21 for Bird, and 12 for Parrish. So they've done all but 18 of the Boston points. On the other hand, Milwaukee doing a nice job spreading it around. They've got more production off their bench, which has been the case all year long. Boston's bench in this game has not scored a point. Kite played 4 minutes, Seasting 9, and Roberts 3 off the bench.
That foul trouble is a little closer than it may look because of the simple fact that Milwaukee is so much deeper and employs so many more people than does the Boston team. Atlanta by 9 over Detroit at halftime. Here we go to the third quarter, and throughout the remainder of our game, we will from time to time be sending things back to the Omni and John Sterling, the voice of the Hawks, to see what's going on in that game.
Look at this team that Don Nelson has on the floor right now. John Lucas, Hodges, Dudley Bradley, Brewer, and McKeskey.
Dudley Bradley hasn't played all night. Here he is starting the second half. Undaunted, Parrish drills one.
You know what? Milwaukee's coming up and they're meeting the guard at half court. They're trying to distort their offense with a double team. And all Boston is doing is hitting Robert Parrish at the foul line. He's shooting wide open jump shots. He can make that shot all night.
What's Nelly thinking about here? Why has he got this strange lineup to keep guys out of foul trouble?
I don't know. He always tries to get you to match to him, though. He tries to get you to make substitutions so you'll match to him.
Lucas threw up an unanswered prayer.
But he better be very careful right now. They don't score 4 or 6 points and break open this ball game.
Sidney Moncrief about to check in already. So whatever his thought was, I guess it didn't work. Boy, Parrish, another tough shot.
Well, Robert Parrish now has 16.
Lucas.
That's goaltending.
Pinned against the glass. Lucas has his first field goal. And 8 points.
Boy, that is a surprise. I didn't realize that Lucas had not scored a field goal until you made that point. He got to the free throw line 8 times, but was 0 for 2 from the field in the first half.
Now Hodges leaves. Moncrief comes in. Dudley Bradley stays in the game, I guess, to try to wear down Larry Bird.
Well, I think what they're trying to do, Pressey has 3 fouls, as does Sigma, so they're probably trying to let Bradley, while Boston is not in the penalty play Bird, and if he fouls him, they just have to take the ball out of bounds, so it wouldn't be a shooting foul.
Dennis Johnson misses one. It deflects out, and Randy Brewer wisely unloads it in a hurry. Great pass, Moncrief, and Lucas the easy basket. Good play by Moncrief just to avoid Bird and get the ball ahead.
I think Don Nelson right now more than anything else is just trying to avoid foul trouble for late in the game so he can come back with Pressey and Sikma. They're trying to go in the post against Bradley with Bird.
Oh, that's an impossible shot. Well, now they've corrected it. Bird has 23 now, or 21 now, and Parrish 18. And the official score here is all messed up. (72-69) Boston. Ainge comes up limping as Pressey drills one. That's what has to terrify Boston. They can afford no more injuries. McHale and Brewer bang at one another. Brewer blocked it cleanly. Good play. Lucas against Bird. Foul Bird. And Milwaukee has come storming back.
Randy Brewer did a nice job defensively here, using his legs, his body. Kevin McHale likes to worm and squirm and get low post position, and Randy Brewer makes him work hard when he catches the ball. He squares him up, does not go for the fake, and goes up. He's 7'4", and he just blocks the shot. So with Kevin McHale, you've got to stay on the ground until he commits himself, and Randy Brewer did a nice job that time.
That was good officiating, too. You could have called one either way, didn't call either.
That's right. If the offensive man is going to bang you, then you've got to let the defensive player bang back, or there's no way you can guard anybody. Then you might as well just shoot free throws all night.
Milwaukee reclaims the lead. They were down 5 early in this quarter. Bird, McHale. He never misses those. A nice soft touch. Now it's Boston by 1. Moncrief against Bird. Brewer against McHale, playing with 3 fouls. Brewer shot an air ball. Moncrief from Sikma. Dennis Johnson.
Now Robert Parrish changed that shot, forced him to take a tough one.
McHale, beautifully done.
Boston runs the floor so efficiently. Their big men seem to know when to run. Where there's an advantage, they get down and take advantage of. When it's not, they sort of walk down, and they're very efficient in using their energy.
They have 58 of the Boston points there. 3 starting big men. Sikma. No, sir. All of a sudden, Milwaukee cannot get an offensive rebound. Parrish and a travel is called.
Robert Parrish, a little hop step, and Jake O'Donnell caught him. He looked like Robert Parrish was trying to get his thoughts together, what he wanted to do in the post, and he shuffled his feet.
So Milwaukee brings it up. Down by 3. Moncrief wheels. Got away with a walk of his own, I think. Lucas with it. Sikma. His jumper is short. The tip, no. Pressey, yes.
You know, Jack Sikma got off to a hot start. He was 4 for 5, and since getting in foul trouble, he's not found the rhythm on his jump shot as of yet. Robert Parrish has done a nice job taking him off that rhythm.
Parrish drives by him. He had to let him go. Parrish with 28 in the quarter.
That's the rhythm. Wide open there. He'll knock that one in.
Sikma with 12, his first field goal since that first quarter. Dennis Johnson can't buy it. McHale knocked away in a foul.
That'll be Sikma's 4th foul.
Oh, they call it on.
Oh, they're giving it to Moncrief. Let's watch the replay on this. Loose ball. They call that on.
Boy, Jack Sikma just dodged a bullet there.
I thought that Sikma fouled him.
So McHale shoots 2. .21 for Bird. McHale and Parrish have 20 each.
It's a coach's dream when you coach a team where you have 26 buckets in the first half and your big men go for 20 of them. Well, you know you're getting a high percentage shot and you're getting the ball inside.
Boston by 3 with 7:10 third quarter. Doug Collins, Skip Carey from the Boston Garden. Sidney Moncrief has been hot, and he still is. There's the first three-pointer of the game. 23 for Moncrief, and just like that, we're tied at 80. Bird against Pressey. Parrish. Boston by 2. Here comes Pressey.
I don't know what Robert Parrish's career high is, but right now he's shooting for it tonight because he's getting a lot of easy baskets.
Sikma. Yes. The crowd wanted to walk, but got no satisfaction.
Jack Sikma has that reverse pivot move that he does like no other pivot player in basketball.
They deny the ball to Bird. Good job by Pressey. Dennis Johnson. He'll shoot 2. Pressey got him. Pressey's 4th foul. Boston calls timeout. Anybody's game. 6:17 left in the third. We're all tied at 82.
NBA is being brought to you by Honda, who invites you to experience the Civic hatchback at your local Honda dealer.
So he cannot pick up the 4th. Let's watch how quick Robert Parrish is with his first step. He goes around and he dunks the basketball. Let's talk about consistency. This is Robert Parrish consistency, what he shot from the field, and his average points since being the Celtics. And Skip, I got an interesting story. 80-81, the Celtics picked up Robert Parrish, and they did so in a trade to help get them a shot blocker because Philadelphia had eliminated them 4-1 in the playoff series Larry Bird's rookie year. Dave Cowens was the center. They made a trade with Golden State to switch draft picks and get Robert Parrish, and then with their draft choice, they took Kevin McHale. So they came out of that with Kevin McHale and Parrish.
All of a sudden, they were in business. Boston by 2, 84-82. Lucas ran into some traffic. It deflects back to Cummings. Sikma, good pass from Cummings, and a foul. Boy, if you like personal fouls, you've come to the right place tonight, huh?
You know, the ball game the other day on Sunday, Atlanta wins 89-88 and by 1, and then Boston wins by 1. They're playing at the same time, and there's 98 more points scored in that game. It was 138 and 137.
Hard to figure. Sikma looks for his 17th point. He has only 1 rebound credited to him in the game. We're at the Boston Garden, and we're in the third quarter, and there's 6 minutes left. And Milwaukee leads by a point. McHale threw up a prayer, no answer. Terry Cummings corrals the rebound, and Milwaukee can take a 3-point lead.
How about 4?
Maybe a 4-point lead. Maybe a 1-point lead. Cummings missed, and Bird from Sikma for Parrish. Perfect. What a pass.
Tell you what happened on that play. Robert Parrish, anytime he plays a jump shooter, he'll release as soon as the shot is taken and go long on you, and that time he got a layup. Cummings did not rotate back after he took the shot.
Pressey for 2. Yes, boy, he's had a good night. Pressey has 12. Sikma with the interception. They went to the well once too often.
Pressey's got to be careful not to pick up his 5th foul.
Cummings. McHale. Haynes. Got Lucas off his feet. Finds Parrish. Bird. They run it better than anybody. Bird has 23. Boston by what? 4:35 left. Lucas. No. Long for Ainge against Sikma. The Celtics storm back. They lead by 3, 4:21 left in the third. Is this Milwaukee's swan song? We'll be back to find out. Well, Sidney Moncrief made a jump shot for Milwaukee. Larry Bird just made an impossible deflected pass to Robert Parrish for a hoop, and he will try to convert a three-point play with 3:32 left third quarter.
Robert Parrish here. We're going to see Larry Bird on a drive. It does not go. Loose ball. Watch Bird now. He knows right where he's at. Over the shoulder pass and a dunk. Three-point play. Great play by Larry Bird to keep the ball alive.
Meanwhile, Milwaukee needs to execute here. The crowd is working against them. Cummings, a strong move. He'll shoot two. Let's see who the foul is on. Parrish. His third. It would have been McHale's fourth.
The ability of a team to stop momentum by driving to the basket and either getting a score or getting to the free throw line is so important in this league. Skip, you just cannot play on the perimeter. Officials will not put you on the line if you play perimeter jump shooting basketball. If you drive, you put the pressure on them to make contact calls and put you on the free throw line.
Cummings has 7 points, 4 rebounds because primarily he's a perimeter player.
That's right.
He has his 8th. 93-90. Milwaukee has hung tough all night long. They led by 13 early.
Well, Robert Parrish has had a huge third period.
15 points in the quarter. Check it. 13 points in the quarter. Depending on how the official scorer wants to make up his mind this time. Bird breaks away, shoots two. Great pass by Ainge. See if Bird's all right. He hit the deck hard.
Boy, it sounded like he landed on his hip pretty hard, too. Larry Bird is like a baseball player who gets hit with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He'll never let you see him rub his leg. I guarantee you. I mean, he might be in the worst pain. He goes down here, and you hear a big old thump, but you'll never know it because he'll get up and walk to the line. You've seen it in baseball so many years, Skip, where the slugger gets plucked in the back with a fastball. And I used to see it in Philadelphia all the time with Greg Lazinski. He would never give the guy a look like it even stung a bit.
Well, Greg was so big, it probably didn't. Bird finally misses one. The foul was Cummings' fourth, by the by. Boston by 4. We have 2:50 left in the third quarter. Pierce against Dennis Johnson. He wheels, he deals. Partially blocked McHale. Pierce again, great effort. Pierce has 7.
I don't know how he gets that shot in there against the bigger players. He is so strong. This must be.
Fires and drills it. They just keep coming at you. Milwaukee is playing gallantly here. They're very much in it. 96-92. Sigma rolls it to a posted Ricky Pierce.
He's in the lane.
Moncrief. Oh, what a shot.
He has been spectacular tonight. This is the most active I've seen him on the floor in about 3 months. He has 27 points.
Well, he's a thoroughbred, and he's playing like one in the clutch.
Baseline jumper. He likes to spin baseline. There it is. Mark it up.
Sigma, the rebound, is second of the game, and Milwaukee can tie again. Hodges, Cummings, and a foul as he missed. It's on Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson picks up his third foul. This program, authorized under rights granted by the NBA, solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the NBA is prohibited. Robert Parrish out for arrest. He leaves with 27. Darren Day checks in.
Well, Darren Day was responsible for Boston being able to hold on and win on Sunday afternoon. He had 6 points, 4 key points, a fadeaway jumper, and 2 key free throws. But first game in here, he had 5 turnovers, and the crowd got on him. Today they gave him a cheer, so it's that old, what have you done for me lately?
Greg Kite in, Larry Bird out. This happens with 1:40 left, so they'll have the
rest of this period to rest and the break between periods, and then we'll come back, I would guess, quite early in the fourth period and go the rest of the way.
Well, Bird and McHale both played in the 50 minutes on Sunday. I think McHale played like 56. I think Bird played 55 or 56. So they're not going to get much rest, maybe a minute.
They can rest July, August, September, and part of October.
It's like Red says, I pay them to play 48 minutes. If they don't play 48, they owe me.
DJ. He has 13, Boston by 3. Cummings from 17, no, kite the rebound. Clears it to Danny Ainge. 1:10 left, third quarter.
See if they go into McHale. He's their low post man right now. They'd like to get the ball to him against Sigma.
Dennis Johnson, 7 on the shot clock. And not a good foul at all on Craig Hodges. Hodges caught holding. McKeskey in, Cummings out from Milwaukee. That sends Dennis Johnson to the foul line. That did the Boston team a favor.
DJ was smart enough to know that the penalty was on, so he might as well drive it to the basket. He had a smaller guard against him, Hodges, and he was going to try to drive him down to the baseline and shoot over the top of him.
Dennis Johnson has his 14th point.
I tell you, if Boston can rest Bird and Parrish in the last 2 minutes of the quarter, they had a 2-point lead. They now have a 4-point lead, and if they can increase their lead with Bird and Parrish getting a rest, then the reserves have done their job.
Johnson has his 15th point. Ricky Pierce will bring it up the floor. He and Hodges and Sigma and McKeskey and Bradley. Nelson with play instruction. Darren Day, Dennis Johnson, Greg Kite, Danny Ainge, Kevin McHale for Boston. Pierce, blocked. Pierce, blocked. Tip, no. Danny Ainge with Day. Day, yes. McKeskey in the front court. 102-95 Boston. Sigma knocked free. Bradley 4-3, no. Sigma, huge rebound.
Oh, they need a score here. The lead has been pushed up to 7, and they need to get a hoop here to quiet this Boston crowd down.
4-3, no. Rebound, McKeskey. Yes, count it.
Boy, that was a big, big hoop there emotionally for the Milwaukee Bucks to end on that kind of note.
Let's see how important those 2 points will be before the night's hostilities come to a close. Boston leads at 102-97. 12 minutes at least remaining. We'll be back. Doug Collins, Skip Carey with you from the Boston Garden. There's the tail of the tape to this point, and we have got a classic going. Boston built a 7-point lead. A deflected rebound landed in the lap of Paul McKeskey, and he got a basket at the buzzer. So Boston leads it by 5 as we go to the final 12 minutes of regulation play. With these two teams, overtime always a distinct possibility.
You know, we're going to have Jimmy Stamos, our stat guy, go to the record book here to see what the record is for a playoff game field goal percentage. Because right now, Boston is shooting in the 60%.
Knowing Jimmy, he'll make up a record, and we'll go from there.
What do you got, Jimmy? You can let us know here.
He's hard at work on it. 12 minutes remaining on this one. We'll keep you up to date on Detroit at Atlanta as well. Doug Collins, Skip Carey with you, and on the attack, Paul Pressey. Bird and well, Bird's back in there for Boston and has the rebound of the missed shot. Hodges stole it from Seasting. No whistle there. McKeskey's jumper. Yes, nice up.
2 big baskets by Paul McKeskey. He's really giving them a lift now off the bench and sort of gotten them back in the ball game. They could have been down 7. They're now down only 3.
Darren Day.
can't unload. Now he does. Finds a pretty good man, too. 5 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson. Nope. Sigma the rebound. Milwaukee can move to within 1. Hodges. Driving basket beautifully done.
You better not blink against Milwaukee. They can score so quickly against you that no lead is safe.
Darren Day front court. His team has a 1-point lead.
Darren Day. What a power move.
And he knocks that one free, and it goes out of bounds. And they're going to give it. They're going to call a foul on Dennis Johnson. That was a tough call, a big break for Milwaukee.
Well, it used to be a foul. They've changed that now, so
Away a layup, and there's Bird. Boston by 3, and with the ball. Seasting alone from Bird. 106-101. 10:15 left. Timeout, Milwaukee. Timeout on the floor. 10:15 remaining. Boston 106. Milwaukee 101. Game is far from over. And we don't know that Don Nelson's career in Milwaukee is over, but the smart money, as it were, seems to think that it is, and there are some of his accomplishments. He'll be around this league somewhere in some capacity, be it Milwaukee or somewhere else. Meanwhile, back live, Terry Cummings checks in and drills one over Bird.
that's the first time Cummings really has been in the low post tonight. He's played more on the perimeter. He shot only 2 for 8 in the first half. That time he got into the post and was able to shoot up and over Larry Bird.
Atlanta playing at home, facing elimination, leading Detroit by 10 in the third of that game.
Darren Day.
Look at Bird, get it right back to it. Parrish shot an air ball. And a foul may be, let's see who it's on. Parrish was there, Day was there. It's on Parrish, his 4th.
Was that 4 on Parrish and 4 on Dennis Johnson? Was he the one? Did he pick up
Yes.
his 4th while ago? So,
And 4 on Cummings and Pressey of Milwaukee. The Bucks bring it up. They can again move to within 1. Boy, they have played their hearts out.
well, keep in mind, team fouls in the 4th period are so important.
Cummings victimized Bird, got the easy hoop.
Again in the post, Terry Cummings against Larry Bird in isolation. They threw right over to.
And here comes Kevin McHale. Timeout called by the Celtics. So timeout with 9:25 remaining, and there's your story. Boston has a 1-point lead, and they'll have the ball when we come back. Well, the action here a little different than the action in Atlanta, but a good ball game nonetheless. McHale has a shot rejected, and now a wild scramble, and Hodges comes out of there with the ball. Moncrief. Boy, what a game he's had.
Milwaukee, after a time. Say we got a tough ball game.
Say enough about them. That's going to be a foul on Sigma. That's his 4th. Larry Bird on the wing. Wheels and deals. Sidney Moncrief the rebound. So the Bucks have the lead and the ball, and Terry Cummings won't go. McHale. Jerry Seasting.
Look for Parrish down the floor, posted up. They want to get it to him quickly.
Parrish goes to the deck. No jump ball is called. Milwaukee out of there with it. They've got a 2-on-2. Moncrief. Oh, they call it on Dennis Johnson. Boy, what a break for Milwaukee. You can't. I don't think you can play better defense than he did. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll look at it again.
Well, Skip, not only is this a tough foul, but that's a 5th one on DJ. But Sidney Moncrief did the smart thing when he heard the whistle. He threw the ball at the basket. So DJ now with 5 fouls. Sidney Moncrief in the open court tries to cross him over. DJ was planted. They rule it as blocking foul, 2 shots.
So Dennis Johnson leaves with 5. Moncrief shoots 2. He has 30. Well, some calls earlier in this series, some controversial calls went the other way. That one appeared to favor Milwaukee.
Well, they say that if you stay in the sport long enough, they'll all even up. It always feels like though they're going against you. You feel like they're never even, Skip.
109-106. Milwaukee by 3. The Celtics with them all. They need a lift out of Seasting here.
He heard you.
And he drills it. He has 4. Paul Pressey at the other end. Knocked away. Parrish with it.
I tell you, Milwaukee just can't self-destruct now. Boston's going to put some pressure on them defensively. They must be able to handle it. Cannot turn it over. This is where Boston takes advantage of you.
7:40 left. Seasting dribbles through. Ainge with it. And a holding foul against Milwaukee on Hodges. Or is it Moncrief? Let's see. It was on Hodges. His second. Ainge for 3. Yes. And just like that, Boston reclaims the lead. Moncrief against Ainge. Sikma against Parrish. Good move.
Man, what a great move by Jack Sikma. Showing some of the old quickness from his Seattle days, taking that ball to the basket using his left hand.
It's tied at 111. 7:08 left in the game. Ainge for Bird. Ainge. In and out.
Woo,
Rebound.
Parrish almost got his 5th foul.
That could have been the 5th on Parrish. Paul Pressey to the other end.
Oh, he walked.
He got away with one. Coming. Hangs in the air. No. Got his own rebound and a foul. Score the goal.
This is a wild game, Skip. I tell you, the last game we did here was wild, and this is wild also. This series has been, the ebb and flow of these games has been just sort of crazy, but Terry Cummings with a power rebound, and again, inside, that's 3 hoops that he's gotten on the inside in about the last 7 minutes, and that's where he's doing his damage, posting up inside, getting to the glass.
Neither team can build any kind of a lead. Cummings gives Milwaukee a 3-point lead. Boy, you've got to admire the way they've played this game. Down 3-1. Boston has won 79 of their last 80 in this building, 88 of their last 90, 33 in a row. Bird. And Boston may yet win this one, but they will know they've been in a contest. Hodges gives it off beautifully to Pressey for the open jump. And they are cooking right now.
How long will he keep Dennis Johnson on the bench?
Bird almost has it stripped. Ainge for 3. No. Can Bird save it? Yes. 3. No. Moncrief ahead to Cummings. 2-on-1 break with Hodges. He takes it himself. And a 2-shot foul on Seaston. Boy, if he could give that ball up, it's an easy layup.
Boy, I tell you, Skip, the difference right now is the defense by Milwaukee is doing a good job shutting down the inside, forcing perimeter jumpers. And on the other hand, they're attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line. DJ's coming back in right now, 5:56 to go, so he's going to have to play the remainder of the ball game. Oh, I think these are free throws you must make. If you have any hopes of winning the game, right now you've got to make your free throws and take advantage of every inch the Celtics give you, Skip. We know that they've won 88 of their last 90 in here, so you will not be able to beat them if you miss your free throws.
7 out of 10 from the line for Cummings. 117-111. Milwaukee has the lead. A 20-second timeout is called by the Celtics, and they have their backs to the wall. There's a long way to go here, and Boston's been through it all before, but I don't think they've played many teams tonight, and I really think, and I mean this as a compliment to the Milwaukee team, not the other way around, I think they feel like, you know, Nobody expects them to win anyway, so go out, be loose, and have some fun.
That's what you should do in a game like this. There's no reason putting any pressure on yourself, Skip. The opportunity's there to win. If not, people have expected you to lose. So I still think the big difference in the game is going to be execution in the last 6 minutes. Boston shot 64% for the first 3 quarters of the game. In the fourth period, they're shooting 4 for 11, 36%. And Milwaukee's shooting 8 for 11, 73%, because they're getting higher percentage shots.
Ainge with the inbounds pass to Dennis Johnson. 5:45 left as Dennis goes to the hole.
There's a lid on the
rebound. Terry Cummings up the floor, goes to the hole. Yes, sir.
See, he's one of these players that he gets into a rhythm, and he'll take any shot at any time. No shot is too tough, and right now he's got that feeling.
He's got a 10-point quarter, 19 in the game, 119-111. Bird posts up, and he's in the lane for a while prior to the shot. The basket does not count.
I think that'll be Paul Pressey's 5th foul.
It is. So Pressey, deflected away from McHale. Sikma with it. Bird went for the steal. Traveling is called on Pressey.
Those are the little things, Skip, that I talked about. An unforced error right there. They get a break on a steal, and Bird forces Pressey to walk. They had a chance to push it up to 10.
119-111. Sikma and McHale bang at one another. McHale gets it blocked away by Pressey.
There's another walk.
They get away with this one. Pressey to the front court. Off to Cummings. Beautiful move. No. Parrish the rebound. But Boston has to get itself straightened out if they're going to have a chance. They've missed 7 shots in a row.
The natives are restless.
If that's Pressey, he's out of here, and it may be holding Bird.
Now what are they going to do? That'll be his 6th. Who are they going to go to now? They're going to have to probably go to Ricky Pierce.
So Pressey fouls out trying to guard Bird with 4:43 left. He had 14 points, but he played much bigger than that. And decision here, and it will be Ricky Pierce.
Now the matchups are going to be key. Who is going to guard Larry Bird? They're going to move Moncrief down to play Bird, who has a decided height advantage, and Pierce will play Dennis Johnson. So see if they'll try to go to Bird in the post, as now they are in the penalty. From here on in, Boston shoots free throws.
McHale's been quiet for a while, and he changes that. His first points of the quarter. But Milwaukee by 6 with 4.5 minutes.
And if you're in this position, that clock feels like it will never move. You'll look up there and it'll be 4 minutes for 2 days.
Cummings at the foul line. No, not this time. Parrish the rebound. And the game ebbs back the other way.
Going to take over. Who's going to be able to stop the other team? It's what we talked about, the 5-minute sequence.
Bird drew the foul as he missed. He'll shoot 2. Look at the agony on the face of Don Nelson as he checks that clock. That's 5 on Cummings. So Cummings has 5. Pressey is gone. Dennis Johnson has 5. And Bird. Every time I think of Larry Bird, I think of a quote Dominique Wilkins had about him. He said, you look into his eyes on the floor, you're looking into the eyes of an assassin. 26 for Bird. 119-150.
Skip, they must get good shots. The last 2 times down the floor, Terry Cummings has taken 2 tough shots.
12 on the shot clock.
Well, the defense is getting tough now.
Moncrief and a foul.
And Robert Parrish hurt his ankle.
Boy, Boston can ill afford that.
Oh, he twisted his ankle, Skip.
Bird is called for the foul. Let's see how badly Parrish is hurt.
Boy, he's limping. Let's see how he does. See if he comes down on somebody's ankle. Moncrief is going up. Parrish coming over to help out. Oh, he did. He came down on Sidney Moncrief's foot and he rolled that left ankle over. That's one of those sprains that will be real sore tomorrow, and the adrenaline will probably allow him to get through tonight.
But if there's a game Friday, he's another money player. He's got 32. His previous playoff high in this series 22. So, but that doesn't surprise you about this guy.
Didn't even touch the rim.
You expect a banker to be cold-blooded, and that's what he is.
He's got all your money invested, probably.
I wish he did. What little I've got. McHale wheels and deal.
That's too easy. The stretch of the game, that's too easy of a basket to give up. You got to clamp it down.
121-117. Pierce, a wild shot. Boston can move to within 2.
Has not executed well at all.
No, they've not. Moncrief fighting Bird. Cannot foul him.
Parrish. Yes, and a foul. Bad ankle and all.
Nobody blocks out on Robert. Contest for the Boston Celtics front line. Let's see if we can see. Watch the shot and watch Parrish just walk in, Skip. No block out. Oh, that's a killer right there. You've got to block out. Now you're going to give up 3, and now you're only up 1. You must execute.
30 points for Parrish.
Boy, the Celtics are saying, don't foul, don't foul. We do not want to put him on the free throw line.
Can Milwaukee has done everything. Boston can take the lead. Ainge coolly brings it on top. Dennis Johnson, his jumper. Boston by 1. Milwaukee. These guys are some basketball team, the Boston Celtics. But we've got. We'll be back in an hysterical. First the block.
Well, Robert Parrish comes over, gives great help, blocks the shot, and then Boston's going to go down, and DJ off a screen pulls up, shoots the jumper, and puts them up 1. They were down 8. At the 5:56 mark, when Dennis Johnson checked back in the game, they were down 6.
Parrish blocked it, had to foul to do it, got him with the body. John Lucas just back in the game. That's 5 on Parrish.
Ball to the basket. Parrish blocks the shot, but gets him with his body. Skip, one thing I talked about was Boston being a team of like 5 minutes of defense. They'll stop you for 5 minutes. And since about the 6-minute mark, they have given up 1 field goal. So you must execute against Boston. They will not beat themselves.
Well, they trail here by 1. An eternity left by NBA standards, 2:12. You see the score.
You must make them beat you from the field. You cannot foul and put them on the free throw line. Those are gimmies.
Bird, no whistle. Bird screams for a foul, but didn't get it.
Make
traveling on Lucas. Pandemonium reigns supreme here in the Garden, as it always.
Official and just play defense or
Bird Lucas right.
Step three.
Got none. Dennis Johnson. It's 3-on-1.
It's a block.
It'll by Lucas.
It is a good play. Danny Ainge is running the left wing here. He's wide open. Couldn't get it there.
27 will be at the foul line from where tonight he is 7 out of 8, and he'll have a chance to shoot his team. Surprising, Doug, to see another overtime the way these teams have hammered at one another.
You know, I couldn't tell. Was Hodges a three-point attempt, or was it?
I think it was.
It was hard for me. I was trying to see where his feet were, but boy, if he'd have made that shot and put them up 4, oh, that tells you how close you are. Wrong, and it just drives you crazy.
You guys are nuts. Anybody who does what you do for a living.
That's why I'm here with you now.
And doing a heck of a job. Parrish with 30, McHale 27, Bird 26 to lead the Celtics. But right now, all eyes are on. Tie game. Different kind of game there.
There's about 80 points less scored in that game. You feel home ran.
Look at that defense. Cummings, great shot.
Oh, what a tough shot.
That was a great shot against very good. Milwaukee by 1. They got away with Lucas against Parrish.
You know what? They've played that defense in segments the whole night where they've double teamed up top and gave Parrish the alley. This time they closed it off and he walked with the basketball. Boy, they need a stop here.
Moncrief as cool as anybody in the building. You see the time, 9 on the shot clock. Sikma.
Attempted to finger roll that ball. It would have been blocked. Sikma. Great effort.
And I'll tell you what, if that one happens.
How would you like to be at the line and you haven't missed a free throw the whole time? Any 20.
I don't see how. What these guys do. Leads it by 3, 127-124.
If I'm coaching this game right now, I don't shoot a 3 because there's too much time remaining. I try. Now you're down 1, and then now you can either foul and force them to shoot a couple free throws. If you shoot a 3 now, so I think you're going to see them throw the ball in and quickly attack. maybe 2 free throws. If they don't score, they must foul immediately.
Or if you get a three-point play, get it driving to the hoop.
And if you're Don Nelson, you say no touch 3-point plays.
Point play. Bird dribbling the perimeter, throws up a desperation three. Going to be on. Traveling on Sigma.
Oh my. I'm really surprised that they Jones at all.
And it wasn't I mean, he really forced one. 13. Still Boston's ball.
What Milwaukee doesn't.
He's in 2-point country. That's for 2, and he missed, and the ball goes to Milwaukee and a foul on Boston. Game 5.
A terrific upset.
Well, they still ties the game, so you know Terry Cummings has got work to do here. This game is far from being over.
Anybody who gambles on pro sports is a yo-yo.
Nuts.
I'd have lost the mortgage.
Nuts.
Cummings 7 of 10 from the line. All he needs is one of these 2, and he's got it. That should be all he needs. Paul McKeskey is going to get into the game.
Boston had won 33 straight here, 79 out of 80, and 88 out of 90 until tonight.
I guess the odds were in Milwaukee's favor, right?
The old law of averages. Cummings makes them both. Timeout is called by Boston. Well, it isn't over yet because this is a very strange league, but now Boston is in a position, you correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, Boston can't win this game. Milwaukee can only lose it by playing with great stupidity in the last 5 seconds.
That is correct. And what you do is you play tough defense and you force them to take a shot. And if the ball goes in, if you can throw it in quickly, you throw it in so they have to foul you. If not, at worst, you call a timeout, but you don't haphazardly throw the ball in and force a turnover. 2 threes will beat you, so you don't want to do anything silly. And 5 seconds is eternity in NBA basketball. I mean, Skip, I think I talked earlier, we had a 7-point lead with 17 seconds to go this year against Philadelphia. And with 9 seconds to go, it's a 2-point game, and Philadelphia's coming down to beat us. And the minute you blink in this game, you'll lose.
By the way, they got a good one going in the Omni now. Detroit has pulled back into it. Atlanta by 2. And when this game ends, if it ends, as we expect it to in the next few seconds with a victory for the underdog Milwaukee Bucks, we'll be saying goodbye and sending it straight to the Omni in Atlanta to keep you up to date on all the rest of the playoff action. And that being the case, I don't know when our paths will cross again, Doug, between my baseball and your schedule and the NBA schedule, but it has been a pleasure.
Oh, it's great, Skip. I've enjoyed it. There's nothing like the NBA basketball and the playoffs especially. You know, Skip, one thing we talked about, that defense would win this game. At the end of 3 quarters, Boston had 102 points. They had scored 32, 34, and 36 points in the 3 quarters. They have 22 points in the 4th period. They had shot 64% after 3 periods, and midway through the 4th period, they were shooting 36%. So credit Milwaukee's defense for making the surge that gave them the opportunity to take control of the game.
Connor Henry and Jerry Seesting are in the game. 3-point bombers for Boston. The clock doesn't start until the ball is touched inbounds. Oh, man. Did Sigma commit a foul? It appeared he did, and they almost got a 4-point play.
Now I am really surprised that you would foul and allow them now to stop the clock. At worst, you make him use some time. It looks like Jack Sigma sort of stumbles here going after the pass, and you get those big guys moving. Now look at this. This ball almost goes in. That would have been a 4-point play.
And suddenly it's a 1-point game. Now if he makes these, well, that really hurt.
But if he had made those, 1 steal and a 3-pointer, no wonder coaches don't sleep at night.
That's right.
Henry missed them both, and that should do a good outlet pass. And it's the first time since December 12th that Boston has lost here. That's 152 days ago. Boston leads the series 3-2. Game 6 in Milwaukee on Friday. Don't forget, Detroit Pistons, Atlanta Hawks from the Omni. Coming along next for Doug Collins, Skip Carey. More NBA basketball coming up right after this.